We did have a very, very, very short comment corner.
Do we?
We have one comment.
Oh, beautiful.
So we put up a clip of Pep, us talking about Pep and how much does he really know about the Man City investigations. And John Merck 33 replied, "How much does he know? More than you'd believe."
Oh, nice.
I don't know if he has some inside knowledge. I also thought that was the only comment. There is another comment.
Oh.
Christopher 2480.
Okay.
He said, "Boring post from people who hate him." That's comment corner.
Amazing stuff, Will.
Honestly, that is nonsense. Nonsense. All nonsense. But listen, I've been on that road before. They're imposters.
Nothing to ask me, for my opinion, a little bit unfair.
But in between that, there was drinks.
Why are you talking rubbish?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a No Nonsense podcast with Cathal and Will. We're back again.
Yep.
Another exciting weekend of Premier League action has just passed, Will.
Yeah. Although it's no longer weekend football. I don't know if you've noticed that there's football all day, every day, once again.
Yeah, they're starting to sneak in a few midweek games.
Yeah, there's no escape. There's football on tonight. There was football on Thursday. It's every day now.
Yeah, it's Thursday night. It's on. It's a game we didn't play for the World Cup. It's it's a fucking fixture thing.
Don't worry about when Europe starts again.
Talk to Hardware about it. I don't know. You'd want a big squad, wouldn't you? Will, this
sure
kind of a thing. You want to spend a lot of money over a lot of years to maybe culminate a lot of talent.
If only you could do it where you didn't have to worry about what you spent.
If just you could do it and then no one would find out until they did.
Yeah.
Anybody who was following anything about football last week would see that Man City have been, well, in Pep's mind, already sentenced and executed at dawn
by the jury of public opinion.
Yes, public opinion,
and also the charges.
Yeah, Pep came to the press conference with names, with counter accusations, and a plea for who's going to pay the damages for this, because their reputation has been dragged to the mud.
Well, now everyone looks down on Man City.
Yeah. Now we get no respect, Before they thought, I'm just so jealous of their money.
Yeah.
God, I wish I wasn't so insecure as a man and as a football supporter. But now I know they're cheating. No,
that was one of his kind of answers, or his takes was, Man City and the rest of Man United and the rest of the top six, they're not in the Champions League, and all of a sudden they're pointing the finger at us. Yes, they are, because they think you've cheated, and it's ultimately cost them.
Literally, yes.
Now they want to give out, man.
Insecurity. It's insecurity for me. It's insecurity for me, Will. That's what Pep's saying. He's come back with these kind of things. No, they had a press conference here before the game, before the Aston Villa game, which they won.
Yeah. Comfortably.
I would say comfortably, but they had they were 3-0 up at halftime. Right, a couple of years ago, last 5 or 6 years.
It's a 7-0.
That's a 7-0 or 5-0 for sure. Yeah. They might score 2 in the second half. The second stringers scored 2. This one, they didn't score again. They conceded 1, and they had a lot of chances that they gave up. This is at home as well.
Yeah.
So it does point to the frailty in this City team versus the other monsters type teams.
It was funny as well because Haaland went off early. I think he got a knock or something.
Yeah.
And the team still played the exact same way. So that whole thing of does Haaland make the team worse? Not really.
Yeah.
It's just they're all kind of a bit worse than they were.
Yeah. And I suppose just to, talk about the actual football for a sec before we get into the other fucking ridiculousness. Yeah. The nonsense. The Haaland assist. Did you see that?
Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah. He's quite the player.
It's crazy that people say, is he that good? Is he,
I know, yeah.
Is he 25 goals, tap-ins and headers and penalties, grand. But is he actually a good player?
Yes. I did see a graphic comparing him to Harry Kane.
Yeah.
I think he has more assists than Harry Kane this season. Who's Harry Kane's whole thing is that he drops back and can assist as well.
Yeah. That one, like he was so much faster than Martinez in goal, and I was like, oh, he's going to kick it out the right. Then he stopped. And I was like, oh yeah, of course he's left foot. He has no right foot.
Yeah.
Turns back his left, back on his right.
Yeah. Swapping him out.
Assist then across to Gundogan. And I was like, fuck, he just did that to impress us, I guess.
Yeah.
He could have scored the first time, it was right, clearly, but he went, nah, maybe I'll just take a second,
Silence the haters.
use my composure here and pick out someone. Because, yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that you could see going wrong with Haaland is that his confidence would wane.
Yeah.
You know, he's
He
like,
doesn't seem like that type of guy.
maybe, yeah, that's it. Like, that's the thing. Like, there's no way he's going to lose that. But if he was to lose that, I think, it might all fall apart then.
Yeah.
But yeah, he hasn't scored in a bit, and people are like questioning his 25 goals. Are they really 25 goals?
I saw someone in our football group chat saying like they need Haaland to come through this week. Like I need him to turn it around.
Yeah.
Forgetting he had scored a hat-trick in the previous game or 2 games ago.
2 games ago.
And the other striker, he's in the form of his life.
What I've done from lately, you know?
Yeah. Like really lately.
Yeah. Well, this is the whole thing that plays into the City thing. If he was playing for Man United, who else we've discussed has spent similar money in the last while, and he was scoring 25 goals on course to break every record, single season and all time.
He would have 3 new contracts already by now.
People would be saying, is he better than Rooney? You know,
Yeah.
It would be the opposite. You know, but because it's City, it's always tainted. It's always this kind of like, well, yeah, like sure, I could score 10 goals for City probably if I started up front. You know, whereas if it was United or for someone else who's, again, like another multi-billion dollar owned team, it would be like, this guy is the truth.
Yeah.
You know?
I'd say because City, cheating aside, because they're run so well and everything is a well-oiled machine. You feel like, any cog could do that.
Yes,
But
you're a cog. You're a glorified cog. If you're,
but like I said, at United, they're like, well, they can't get anything right, and he's able to do it, so it must be him.
Yeah, at Arsenal, it's like he is the second coming of insert name here.
Yeah.
And then we go, you're right. You're absolutely right about that. That's not over the top.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that's what plays into the City accusations, where Pep came out at the press conference and. The first question he was asked was about the quote that we mentioned last week.
Yeah.
Which was, if they've lied to us, I won't be your friend anymore. You'll never see me again.
Yeah.
And he was like taken aback. It was like he wasn't expecting this.
Me.
Play the clip, Will. Play the clip.
Hi, Pep. Dan Rowan, BBC. You said last year that you would walk away from the club if it was found that they had misled you over their denials of breaking financial rules. Given the sheer scale of the charges issued by the Premier League this week, how confident are you that you have been told everything? Has it in any way affected your belief in the club?
Good morning, everyone. My first words on behalf of the club is for our thoughts for the people in Turkey and Syria. For this terrible moment, it's happened. My first thought is that we are already being condemned. So, like what's happened right now, these weeks after Monday, it's happened the same what happened in UEFA.
I mean, that is...
Come on, we all know what you're doing there.
That's politician stuff right there.
Yeah.
Well, good morning, first of all. Bit of manners, I think, is what we agreed upon when we stepped in the press conference. It's on the door there. Manners first, questions second. But I guess not, Second of all, Turkey and Syria. Let's get on to the real issues here. This is just money. It's not real. This is real lives, people. Second of all, second and third of all, about the accusations, you're all jealous.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the beauty of that. Like, he did this whole thing of like, wow, I can't believe he started like this. And then he had the names of the 9 teams who accused them: Burnley, Wolves, Leicester, Tottenham. Ready to go. It wasn't like he was looking down at a piece of paper.
No,
he had that on deck, ready to go,
seething all week. And it's funny because we said last week, like, fuck, I wonder, is this gonna will he leave after this? Or that man is never leaving.
No.
He loves it there.
Headline: Pep loves money.
Yeah.
Honest to God, I mean, that's all it is. He mentioned the previous accusations, because I think it was one of the Sky Sports reporters. She was like, What do you think of these unprecedented accusations?
Unprecedented.
Non-precedented. Same thing 2 years ago.
Yeah,
exact
to
same.
us.
And we're proven innocent of that.
Yeah.
There's a reason in court they don't say proven innocent, they say proven not guilty.
yeah. It's like, all right, he's gotten away with it.
It's literally, legally we'll say he's got away with it. We can't say he's innocent because you're really proven innocent of all
The
charges.
shadow of a doubt thing. We can't prove you definitely did it.
Yeah.
But we can't also prove that you did not.
There is reasonable doubt, but
Yeah.
beyond any reasonable doubt, you're not guilty, but not innocent. But
Yeah, the case didn't get thrown out of court.
yeah, that's the kind of thing.
They went, fine, this will have to do.
So yeah, he reckons they're innocent of the previous stuff. They definitely didn't get away with that. That was totally innocent, and this is the same thing, same shit, different day, being Man City.
But you see, behind the scenes, it probably is. Because like if that investigation's been going for 4 years, I'm sure Pep has known for 4 years this is going to come. But he's probably told every week, don't worry, they have nothing.
Pep, listen, man, we've been dealing with this long before you came. This is just every day here. It's racism, what it is. We're brown, they're white. That's what it is. Just, I don't want to get into that, but I mean, that's what it is, Like, and if you work in like an organization like that, and it's been going on like literally since they were boss, since they bought the club in 2009, that's, you get this kind of siege mentality, like, oh yeah,
here we go again, jealous.
Juve apparently have the same thing.
Yeah, definitely.
That apparently these new accusations and these new things that they were charged with, all the Juve sports like, oh, of course. Yeah.
Just getting our form back.
Comes to the territory of being the best. Haters.
Yeah, this is like the last time they lied about us.
Yeah, they're all trying to bring us down. Can't be on the pitch. You got to use your nefarious means, So I'd say City, everybody who works here thinking, oh God, fucking going to their friends and like who'd work different places, like, oh, you see that bollocks in the news, did you? I was like, yeah. Oh, sure, look, I won't get into it, but like, I was like, right, you're the bad guy. You're the Death Star. You work at the Death Star.
We're the maddest part of it all was I always wondered, especially when these charges come out, it's like, I wonder what the City fans think of this. Like, surely they're like, conflicted in this. Nope, they're brainwashed like Pep. They were held up a huge banner, the type you would see for like the Munich air disaster, that kind of banner, like the big long one.
He'll never walk alone.
Like, the silhouettes of the players and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was their new high-priced lawyer that they got to fight this case.
Lord Pannick, Will.
Lord Pannick.
Pannik.
Something like that.
Panic on the streets of London.
Yeah.
I guess that's Arsenal.
I don't know.
Little Arsenal with their bow and arrow. They're panicking over our tanks and our goods, Like, I mean,
their favorite player is the lawyer.
We're saying this that like it's like you would see the rich team in The Simpsons do, hold a banner of their high-priced lawyer. Yeah. It's insane that they did that. Not
Mr. Burns' team would do.
yeah, like it's literally a banner of Mr. Burns.
Yeah. Oh, it's madness. I've never seen anything like that.
Has there ever been anything that pathetic? Like,
it's like,
when's his statue? When's Pannick's statue?
Where's the fucking Aguero banner or whatever? Like, you never see any of their other stuff.
If you're going to be a delusional fan, and just bury your head in the sand, you bring out your Aguero things like,
City. I love this club.
City, and you bring out the fucking,
Don't talk about the lawyer.
Get the Vincent Kompany banner, get like, say, listen, look.
Get a Pep banner.
This is who we are. This is the great moments. You can't take that. This is all money. That when Vincent Kompany lashed that ball in against Leicester, was that the money in his left foot? I don't think so, pal.
They're literally like, money.
They're like, and I had the chance being like, we'll cheat when we want.
You will cheat. City going down with $1 billion in the bank.
Yeah, like, I mean, the cheat we want is reminiscent of when John Terry was accused of racism.
Yes.
And what was it? We'll be racist when we want. Or?
Yeah, similar. Yeah. Again, the bad guys.
Football fans have a habit of like shooting the wider organization in the foot sometimes.
Yes.
Like when Chelsea were like, we do not condone racism. We will investigate this thoroughly.
Racist.
And we were like, we'll be racist when we want. And City, same thing. Pep's like, oh yeah, more bullshit claims. And then the fans like, we'll cheat when we want. We'll cheat where we want.
It's funny though, because you hear about like sports washing and stuff. And we've said it before. It's like, does this actually work? Like, it doesn't change anyone's mind. It does.
Yeah.
There's a stadium full of people who are like, it's Abu Dhabi against the world.
Well, it's just like when it happens and then they win and they dominate and there's no repercussions. It's like, we know, and there is Liverpool fans out there who like would welcome a sheik.
Oh, yeah.
Man United fans too.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's like, in the grand scheme, 2009 is a long time ago.
Yeah.
And we remember what we were doing in 2009, a lot of people do. But like, you know, for a younger fan,
yeah,
you have kind of started, when you first started watching football, you just experience that like, oh yeah, Chelsea have loads of money because of a rich guy.
Yeah.
City have loads of money because of a rich guy. You know, then you hear about the Glazers who were like siphoning off money. They were very rich guys as well. It's like that is what it is. Like, I don't think there's many people who remember a time when it was like, you know, a local lad who made it good, who bought the club. Like your man who's interested in buying Man United.
Oh, Jim Ratcliffe.
Like, very few Jim Ratcliffes go around who are like, local lad wants to buy the club, do it right. Like, if you grow up in this time, it's like, well, fuck, we need a sheik. We need some more money to compete, you know? And it's like, obviously, you know, people say, well, it's not a business, it's a football club, it's not the exact same thing. But I mean, and it's like it's a pillar of the community, like like Liverpool FC would be in Liverpool or something like that. But I mean, I'm not going to go you, Will, but like,
no.
Do you really care about the community of Manchester?
No, I don't give a shit.
No. And there's a lot of people like you all over England who support, you know, Liverpool and Arsenal. They're not from London. They don't care about Highbury or you know, like the community aspect is not quite there for a lot of the fans who will be vocal or who will even go to the games. Yeah. They'll be like, I don't have a sense of community in London. Probably London's like the most unfriendly place in the world. Yeah, it's bad. Manchester's a bit different as well, I suppose. But like, I'm just saying that like, it's not like, yes, it is different from a multinational business that these people own. But at the same time, the fans have grown up in a world since 2009, a lot of them, where it's like, well, this is what it is. This is football. There's never been any repercussions from the Premier League till now, where it looks like they're just trying to like have a sacrificial lamb. Yeah. So why would I? So now I'm like, yeah, well, I want my sheik to stay here. I want to win stuff. Like, why am I wrong? And especially when like Newcastle are owned by Saudi Arabia, just bought. United are probably going to be bought by Qatar. You know, like it now for the City fans, it's probably like, well, why us? Yeah, they're going to be at it as well. Exactly. It's like, well, this is the way we've been taught to live. Yeah. It's like, you know, during the pandemic, like a lot, like here when it was like, okay, everybody look after each other. People are like, yeah, that makes general sense. Yeah. In America, it was like, that's not the rules. Yeah, I'm going to go mental. We don't pay any income tax. Yeah. So why would I look after anybody else? That's never been the rules. It's make as much money as you can. Yeah. Fuck everybody else. If I get sick, I'm bankrupt. Yeah. So I'm not going to look after somebody else. I'm going to keep like, that's not the rules. Like, it's the rug being taken from under people. That's the kind of sense of this kind of, you know, fuck you, or like, you know, the racial stuff for John Terry or that. Chelsea felt they were being targeted because of the money. Yeah. You know, like, oh, this is another money thing. Yeah. Oh, I guess we're racist now, is that, are we? Well, fuck it, we'll racist when we want. Yeah, you know, we're the bad guys. You embrace the kind of bad guy tag. Yeah. It's the siege mentality thing. Yeah. Yeah. So football fans love that. But it was amazing to see them booing the Premier League anthem. Like, both of us did not know existed. No, I didn't know there was a Premier League. That must have been organised. Although, as well, they're match-going fans, to be fair. Yeah. So they would know. See, during that anthem, we're seeing the team lineups on Sky. Yeah, exactly. We're watching ads. And then we're like, God, City aren't real fans. Because they do that with the Champions League anthem over the thing that happened a couple of years ago where they were almost kicked out. And then the Court of Arbitration of Sport saved their asses. Yeah. But they booed that still. Like, fuck the Champions League, which we would love to win. My God, I'm desperate to win. So yeah, I guess that's going to be the thing now. When everyone else is just lining up, watching the ads. I'm all for that. Booing their hearts out for the Premier League anthem. Always for more tradition in the league. Yeah. But it is interesting because Pep did raise a good point, I guess, in a way that, like, if, you know, Man City do get off on this. Which they very well could. Proven not guilty. Big, complicated charge, probably. But, like, if you bring the charge and then City get off on it, or there's enough, you know, there's reasonable doubt, like we say, it's a big accusation to make. Yeah, and it's been done very publicly. So, like, who gets sacked in? Yeah. What's the, like, it's a pretty, like, someone has to win or lose here. I don't feel like we can just go, okay, well, back to normal. Yeah. You know, it's like we were saying, like, they'll get away with it. But really, it should have been done in private. If they get away with it, then they'll want their pound of flesh from the Premier League because, as Pep was saying, I'm sure he didn't go rogue there. I'm sure that's the party line. Yeah, like, well, we've been our reputation's been tarnished here.
Yeah.
Which is, to be fair, exactly what I said last week. Like
Yeah.
last week, they all hated them, and they're this is bullshit. This money is crazy.
Yeah.
And now they're cheaters as well. And now your titles are invalid.
Yeah.
But the only thing I'd say about that is that, do you remember when the doping thing came out?
Yeah.
And it was it was the Liverpool inhaler stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure what. I think it was the Russia thing actually.
Russia at the World Cup and the Olympics. wasn't
Russia
it?
at the World Cup and this whole
The state
stuff
sponsored. Yeah.
of clients
Yeah.
list was come out, and Leicester were on the list.
Yeah.
People were like, oh yeah, remember they won the league out there?
Yeah.
Remember Vardy scored the most goals in a row ever, and Kante was like 6 men on the pitch, and there was like blood doping going around, and we watched it live. We watched Russia do it. We're like, yeah, that is very Leicester like actually.
Yeah, they're playing just like them.
And they didn't stop. The squad depth didn't seem to affect them that year. Mad. But I mean, in the end, nothing came of it.
Yeah.
And maybe it's because of Leicester. I'm like, well, it'll never happen again. So
Yeah.
don't worry about it. It did kind of like, it was just an accusation that didn't go anywhere. There wasn't any irrefutable proof. So
Yeah.
look,
But no one ever got charged for saying that about them.
none of our charged. But I guess this one, it's like people want it to happen.
Yeah.
People are like, what should we do to them?
Yeah.
People are like, their mouths are watering at this
Yeah.
prospect of getting City out of league football.
Yeah.
In the conference, But
Which would be insane, I think.
yeah, no, it will be. And
Surely just force the owners out or something.
yeah, like with the Abramovich,
Yeah. They can get rid of him.
sanction them,
Yeah.
sanction City. But yeah, that's maybe the difference is that City are being hated since they got here.
Yeah.
So maybe they will not get off as easily as Leicester did with their accusations. But look, time will tell. It'll be a fucking long drawn out process.
Don't know if you saw that it looks like it's going to be a 4-year court case.
Yeah, of course. At least I'd say.
So by the time it gets around, it does feel like something that'll fizzle out over time rather than bang, here, you're gone now. It won't, like,
no.
they'll chip away and like, actually, you can't charge us with that because of this. Then 8 months later, it'll be like, you can't actually charge with that because we found this. So,
Yeah.
and then it'll just go away.
Objection, Your Honor.
Yeah.
I want to.
On account of legal things.
I want to recess due to some court thingy. They'll draw it out, and sometimes they do draw it out, and in the end they are backed in the corner. And it was a big sweeping thing. Like, okay, right, well, you've actually been fucked here.
Yeah.
But it's not like say as simple as an overage player
No.
or an illegal player. Like it's financial doping, I guess.
Yeah, I
It's
think
like
so, yeah.
I mean, look, well, no point in us reading out the charges like every other podcast does.
Didn't understand them.
But like you can find them. Like there are pretty serious charges, and it's year on year on year. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I mean, I guess the upshot is that they are about to win the league.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, again,
It's mad. We always say how quickly it changes, but it feels like no matter how good Arsenal do and how bad City have been at stages, they're still only 2 wins away from going top of the table.
Well,
1 win away from going top of the table now.
Well, when Rodri scored that goal after fucking, of course, Martinez probably could have saved it, but didn't. Greatest creep in the world.
Yeah.
I told you he throws them in, Will.
Yeah, he
I fucking
does.
told you he throws them in. Martinez, Fabianski, Szczesny, all these ex-Arsenal goalkeepers would still be Arsenal goalkeepers if they wouldn't stop throwing them in.
Yeah. They have their moments.
They have their moments where, like, if you do if they have the head of that, they go, what the fuck? Is he done? He's finished, isn't he? Kepa lost his place for less than that.
Yeah.
This is the problem at Big Club. And his point being, when Rodri scored that goal and the way he cheered, it was like they knew this is it.
This is the one.
That's a huge goal.
Yeah.
We go on win this game. That's fucking huge because they
Yeah.
haven't been playing well. They needed a good start, and thankfully Martinez was there to help them on the way.
I will say the whole like charges against Man City, worst thing that could have ever happened to Arsenal, because immediately City are the underdogs against sport.
Yeah.
Like Pep's press conference there, they're all up against us. I'm sure he's saying the same thing to the players.
Yeah.
They're trying to take your titles from you now.
There was no other way that Arsenal could be not the underdogs in this fight,
Yeah.
only for unprecedented charges.
Yeah.
I'd say City cooked up themselves. No, I don't know. It's mad because then Arsenal obviously played Brentford, who they also have beef with. Kick around the lads.
Kick around the lads.
Part 3. And of course, it was Ivan Toney to get the goal.
Yep.
Um,
Mad he's still playing also. What's that about?
Another thing stacked against Arsenal. The man who fucking
over 200 bets.
200 different accusations against him. I got another 4-year court case for him. He'd be long retired by the time that comes to fucking fruition. But it doesn't matter to Arsenal. They fucking conceded a goal against the mighty Ivan Toney. The problem with it was, Will, there was a VAR check.
Yeah.
Is it a foul? It's not a foul. As we were saying, people are impatient these days. Small attention spans. Hurry up, VAR. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. We're getting tired of watching the replay. We want more new football.
Yeah, come on.
And they said, okay, no foul. Bollocks, first of all. Absolute bollocks. Definitely a foul. Do you know what it is, though, to be fair, right? It's the kind of thing that happens in the middle pitch, not a foul.
Yes.
Happens in the opposing box and you're an attacker,
yeah,
always a free.
Yeah.
You look at it in VAR, you go, not really.
It's not really, yeah.
If there's a spot in real time, of course it's free because it's in, your attack player of the box. Real slowdown, and this is the kind of thing they're going back and forth in their heads. Hurry up, VAR.
Yeah.
Lee Mason. Hurry up.
What have you done again?
Lee Mason, what have you done?
A man who was booted to the VAR room who is now fucked it up again.
They were so busy checking this potential foul.
Yes.
They forgot to do the offside, Will.
Here's the thing. When VAR gets something wrong, it feels like VAR is like an entity, like a man who makes the robot decisions.
Yeah.
It's a team of referees. There's like 5 of them. Why is one guy not in charge of offsides and then the other guy... What's going on there?
Yeah.
Why can't we hear the VAR room?
It's because it would just be blind to panic, be inaudible.
They're checking for a potential offside during the goal.
Make a decision, come on. Is it the handball we're looking for? Oh, back. No.
He gets onto the ball with the offside.
Bring it up.
It's been disallowed. They disallowed it.
Yeah, they missed the fucking offsides.
Yeah, insane.
But when you saw the goal, it was a mad kind of bit of defending. It was like, fuck, we've just kind of scored.
Yeah.
We got to defend this. But like, people were all over the place. It did, when you're watching games, it's hard to not be biased. If you are biased, it's hard to look at this like. But it did look offside. It looked like there's a lot of people around. There's a lot of people like coming back from
because the ball many lines.
The ball was bopping forward and back around the defense. So surely I was like, someone has been caught ball watching. I'm ball watching. They were all ball watching. Surely someone got caught, and they did, and he got the assist for the fucking goal. They just kicked it across. Jesus, like that's the first thing you check. The goal scorer and the assister of the goal, the people directly involved. Fuck me.
I just love the franticness of it. Of like, remember when VAR first came in and every decision took forever, and they still got it wrong.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter how quick or slow they go. Like this time, they didn't even know what they were looking for.
The last thing about VAR that was good was like, look, at least that we get the line in the sand right.
Yeah.
And that's what they point to, like cricket or rugby. It's like the TMO. And it's like, it's a line.
Yeah.
Over the line, not over the line. And that's like, it works in those sports. Like, well, that's a set piece sport. It's not the same thing. That's why it's easier to do. Well, we can do it for like the goal and techno or offsides, but everything else is like, it's hard to do.
Yeah.
This is
the line.
they forgot to draw the line.
The fact that there's a man drawing the lines, I assume that was like an AI thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, what about
are they just using like MS Paint or like Illustrator?
In the World Cup, they had these CG generated.
Why isn't that in the league?
That was like, that's fake. That's a fake computer generated person. That's someone quickly 3D modeled up there.
This is definitely the maddest VAR thing of all time.
And like, again, obviously Arsenal fans were going mad and everyone else was laughing, but like, there was the Brighton game.
Yeah.
A Stupian. The sign of the season, some would say.
Yeah.
Scored a crack of a goal, offside. Why? They put the line on the wrong person. There was someone keeping him on. They drew the line the wrong person again. Quickly. Get it right, get it wrong. Just get it done fast.
Now, if I had my tinfoil hat here, I would say they're trying to get rid of VAR.
If they were trying to get rid of VAR,
this is the way to do it.
It's like, when you get a job and work and you do it so badly, they go, well, you're never doing that again.
Yeah. It's like, whew.
But you don't do bad enough to get punished.
Yeah.
Just go, he's not good at that.
He's too slow. Yeah.
No, look, I can't. Oh, give it to somebody else. Look, he's trying his best. I'm not trying my best. I'm trying to do it badly, so he give it to someone else. That's what it was like. The fucking West Ham Chelsea game. Soucek.
Yeah.
I mean, that was maybe not even the worst one, because like that one was obvious. That's a handball. That's one of the oldest rules in the game.
See, the thing is, I literally have no idea how handball works in football anymore. No idea. Because sometimes I see things that are blatant, and then both the commentators are like, no, that's not how it is now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Then I'll see things where I'm like, that's not a handball. His hand is on his stomach. He can't physically move it. They're like, no, we're moving this way up the pitch, therefore it's a handball.
Yeah.
It's insane.
The intent there was like, I'm going to get down. Was he going to go rib first into the ground? No, he's going to put his hand on it. So he knew that if I go down here towards the ground, I'm going to have to use my hand, which would hit the ball. It was a conscious decision. Any way you cut it. You can't say, well, his hand was by his side, you're just going to the ground.
No.
You can't dive to the ground with your hand to stop the ball. And they went, do not know.
Hurry.
Too hard. Skip it.
Yeah.
Skip. Like it's a fucking Christmas fucking board game. 30 seconds or something.
Now, you know what you've just said there? That is a moneymaker. Imagine a VAR board game where it's like 3 frames of a thing and you have 5 seconds to decide if it's a foul.
Oh, cut that, Will. This Christmas, the no-nonsense VAR game. I'll start drop the hands right now.
Oh, the timer's going. Tick, tick, tick.
That's amazing. I wish this closer to Christmas. Maybe this will be gone by then. Maybe it'll be fixed or gone.
You have to wear a headset that comes with the game, and the whole time it's on, you have 5 different voices telling you it's a foul, it's not a foul, it's a foul, it's a red card.
Teams of 3.
Yeah, you hear Gary Neville going, ooh.
The VAR team. And a special buzzer with this VAR's taking forever. You know, I was like, I will. That's
the money move.
Write that down. VAR board game. I can see the stupid refs on the board now. What's the rules? Like this thing, the worst thing about the VAR, like say it's a team of referees.
Yeah,
it implies they don't know the rules.
Yeah,
offhand.
And like the general idea of VAR is remove human error.
Yeah,
there was 3 this week, and like at least when it's one ref on the pitch and the linesman and there's human error. Yeah, they're only human. That's fair. But then it's like, well, now they're not. Now they're robots and they can't do it.
This is it, man. It's over. Like this is
it's insane. Like,
but I mean, look, like we're saying, you can't end it in the middle of the season because then it's like, well, but end of the season, I'm putting the board. VAR's gone.
You think VAR's gone?
End the season. Start next season. They're going to announce VAR's gone.
I don't think they'll announce VAR gone. I do think they'll bring in those CGI offsides though.
Yeah.
Because I think that takes away the lines from the Lee Mason and Co., who obviously can't work the fucking illustrator thing.
They won't say VAR's done. They're going to say VAR's under review. It's obviously
under review until 2040.
They're going to say we're going to go back, we're going to make it better, and we'll be back to you, and then you'll never see it again.
I could see like teams coming together in some kind of class action lawsuit. Like surely Arsenal are going to be furious over that. Like if they lose the title by 2 points.
Yeah.
And because they did the wrong line or forgot to do something.
Well, look, this is the thing. If Arsenal were to lose by 10 points, lose by 2 points, win by 10 points from now on, it's still an absolute joke that could happen. Yeah. Because, you know, like again, if it is because of outside pressure, people are like, it's taking too long. It's like, I know obviously the Premier League is all about, you know, entertainment, all that stuff, but like,
that's why they're in the fucking VAR room.
The players entertain. The fucking let the marketing teams let them bring the magic to it. Your job is just to referee it. Yeah. Get the decision right. Yeah. You know, and like if it takes a while, it takes a while. You'll get better at it. But as long as you're getting them right, people won't complain. Yeah. Honest to God, like I mean, if it was to take 4 minutes for that call to get done and it was right, it would be fine.
There'd be moaning at the time from commentators. The fans in the stadium would be annoyed. But then, like 5 minutes later, the game's back on, and it's like, okay, well, actually, Arsenal are not losing now.
A good example, and it's not really the same thing, but it's similar in a way, is XG.
Yeah.
We were all like, that's bollocks. How is there a stat for what you think might go in? Yeah. But like, it does kind of line up with, that's about right.
Yeah, it's very rare you see the XG score of a game. And it tells you the wrong story.
It's like expected 10 goals. No, it's like expected 0.13 goals. Yeah. They hadn't a fucking shot.
Yeah, and then expected 9-9 and they lost. They missed a penalty.
They missed. And you can always see the a complete deride at the start.
Yeah.
Just keep putting up there.
Yeah.
Keep fucking giving the stats. Get those guys chained to those computers in Thailand.
Tap.
Keep inputting those XGs, okay? And people have kind of come around to go, yeah, actually, I was wrong at the start, but it makes sense. If I was like, the start was like, it was taking long, and the decisions go, don't agree with that, and it's taking forever. If it was taking forever, but it was getting right, and stuff like that didn't happen, like, well, look, it's a necessary thing, because I would have missed that too.
You would have just been like, it's me who's losing, who's not with the game anymore.
Yeah.
Not the game losing me.
You'd say the game is getting more accurate.
Yeah.
It's progressing.
I preferred it when it was quick, but that's just me. Now it's like, I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's bad. And like I say, for Brighton even, they are chasing top 4.
Yeah.
No one's even really talking about them, but like that's a big decision. Like
it's a lot of money. Even the difference between going to the Conference League and finishing 8th or 9th.
Yeah.
Like, that's massive for a club like Brighton.
I think that they drew the line the wrong person. And that, like, they you could see them losing out top 4 by 4 or 5 points.
Yeah.
Easily. Like that could be one of the main reasons. So, I mean, it's a joke. It's a joke. And I suppose the other side of the Arsenal-Brentford game is that Brentford did have a lot of chances. It wasn't like a smash and grab at the end. But, if they'd won, you would have said, oh, Arsenal winning ugly, thing of champions. Yeah. Now it's like, oh, well, they're shaking, but they play City next. And for the neutral, well, this is what you want.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You didn't want Arsenal to be 7 points clear. No, they can lose twice to City. It doesn't matter. They're not going to lose again, which is what we saw with City in previous years. That like, well, they're not going to lose that game, or I can't see a single game they're going to lose.
Yeah, but it's unbelievable game coming up.
Yeah,
shite that it's on a Wednesday at 7:30.
Yeah,
I'm going to miss a part of it because I'm going to be traveling home from work, which I
yeah.
imagine lots of people will. For the biggest game of the season. Why is it so late of a Wednesday? I know you have to reschedule and play it when you can.
Yeah.
But that just seems mad.
I don't know if I can watch it, to be honest.
That's a tough, I'd
I'm
say.
going to be like Brad Pitt in Moneyball. If they're losing half time, I'm going to hit the gym.
Yeah.
And just fucking struggle with the 10s,
And when are they playing them again? I imagine it's soon.
I thought it was sooner than it was.
It's a few weeks, is it?
It's not too bad. It's 2 weeks from now. But yeah, I think by the second time they play City in the league, it may already be decided.
Yeah.
Because there's some tough games for Arsenal, and like say they're playing Leicester again, who are
just
totally different outfit now than they were the first half season.
Yeah.
Same as like when they played Everton.
Yeah.
They played Everton a week beforehand.
Oh,
3 points.
United and Leeds. 2 of the hardest games I've seen United have all season.
Yes.
Because they had no manager.
No manager, and it was like the old wife was like, okay, well, this is... They're here to kick someone down.
Yeah.
When they're down, the thing of being down, they're like, let's get rid of Jesse Marsh.
Yeah.
He's a Yank. But it's a totally different switch up. Who else did I see that they were playing that I thought, no, they're doing a lot better now than they were at the start of the season. I think Leicester definitely won because they hammered Tottenham there at the weekend. Maddison is back. Iheanacho, another player who I honestly wasn't really sure if he was still at Leicester and he got out the last window on loan.
He does that. He bursts onto the scene, I would say, twice a season. And
disappears, bursts back.
Yeah. He has like a 3-game run where he's amazing.
He's a group player.
Did you see the clip of, I think it was Tim Sherwood on Sky Sports News talking about Spurs' new signing, Pedro Porro, on his debut?
Pedro Porro is so bad. It's unbelievable. His positioning is absolutely disgusting. I mean, Barnes and Maddison are destroying him down the left-hand side. Look, just don't make any conclusions at the moment, but what I'm looking at, Jeff, is not a player who wants to defend. Antonio Conte has complained about the defending, and this player, at the moment, is struggling to defend. I mean, he's up against Harvey Barnes, he's a very good player, and Maddison, but 4-1 Leicester, cruise control, very disappointing.
I've seen enough of Pedro Porro. Pedro Sorrow, more like. Sorrow, I've seen enough. All right, Tim, thanks for that. Yeah, what else was there then, Will, I suppose? There was they were the main ones, but City, Arsenal, they're shaping up for the Premier League final early this year, coming in February. Southampton, Will.
Yes, a word on Southampton for the first time since they originally sacked their last manager.
They hired a manager.
Nathan Jones.
Nathan Jones, stats guy, Will.
Yeah.
A numbers guy.
Yeah. Apparently a real hothead. Lots of quotables that we just totally missed.
People were saying he thought was depth. You know, he
came from Luton.
came from Luton. He's not big enough. He's not smart enough for this league. And he knocked Man City out of the Carabao Cup, famously.
Yeah.
And he told people then,
I'm the best.
I'm the best there is, the best there was,
the world.
the best there will be. And he's been sacked 14 games.
Yes.
13 games later.
13 games later, he won one game at home in his stint there.
It's a real sign that you're going bad when Wolves beat you.
Yeah.
Happened to Liverpool last week. This week, they lost to Wolves. They were a man down for 60 minutes, Will.
Never good.
I was watching that game on Match Today too.
What has he done?
And I think was it Semedo? I think it was Semedo who got the yellow card in the first half. You know when they show a yellow in the highlights, go, oh, he's getting sent off.
Yeah, that'll come back to haunt him.
Fucking shock attack. It was like fucking Fabinho's on Evan Ferguson. Stood right on the fucking like the back / side of his ankle.
Yeah.
And it was funny. It was like what we were saying. I don't know who the Wolves player was. Run up the referee, holding the one.
Yeah.
That's his first.
Yeah.
That's his first hack.
And it was that bad.
And they're just like, all right, it's a yellow. You're lucky, like, you know.
Yeah.
And then, but did you see the second yellow?
No, actually.
It was like a turnover for Southampton. Then Wolves came away with this. Then a turnover for them.
Oh no!
It was a tackle.
Chaos, ping pong.
And the Wolves players apparently all shouted at the referee, "What the fuck? Like, that's a foul!" You know. And he went, "Oh, you're all surrounding me. You, Semedo, second yellow."
That's mad.
And after the game, Ruben Neves was explaining this. He's like, "I was first one in. He could have given me the yellow card. He could have given Yao Martini a yellow card, but he gave it to Semedo." Like completely, we were all. If we were saying we're being surrounded, why did you give it to him? The guy on the yellow, and then they were that for 60 minutes, and they still fucking beat Southampton.
Not good for Nathan Jones.
Not good for getting Nathan Jones. Not good for Gavin Bazuna, who's also he'd be doing better. Will he's not been?
It feels like no one's doing well in Southampton.
No, but you know what? Like, a team's doing badly. The keeper can have like
yeah. Aaron Ramsdale.
Yeah.
Like every time they went down, people were like, but he was good.
Yeah.
Henderson at Forest as well.
There's a few instances of a goal. Mingley at Sunderland was great, you know. I don't
because
think
they're pelting balls at him all game.
Yeah.
He's going to save most of them.
And there's been not many that I can think of off the top of my head of like, oh, he's thrown another one in. No, Gavin was there. He's too young for this league.
Yeah. No, I don't think there's been many howlers.
But he just hasn't.
Yeah, there hasn't been like heroic performances either.
It's like, listen, at this stage, we can probably confidently say Southampton are going down.
Yes.
So you're looking at where's he going to go after Southampton? Hopefully back in the Premier League, but you know, maybe not.
Yeah. I wonder where he will go. I mean, at a time now, especially where like Nottingham Forest are bringing in Keylor Navas.
Yeah,
it's getting tough out there for young goalkeepers. Everyone has so much money they can just buy whoever they want. Why would I take a risk ever?
Yeah, we started this Premier League season with 3 of our goalies in the Premier League.
Yeah.
One at the mighty Liverpool.
Yeah.
One
I haven't seen once.
You haven't seen him once, Will?
Have I?
The Carabao Cup performances?
Oh, yes.
The Late Late Show?
I did see the Late Late Show, yeah.
How could you forget? Creeping on the Late Late. So that's where he is. Gavin Bazoo's going to get relegated with Southampton. Mark Travers is also going to get relegated with Bournemouth.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Not
good.
Another actual prediction I had, Will.
Mm-hmm.
Newcastle.
Yes.
Like a strong push for second, third, and fade away with draws against lesser teams.
Yeah.
They drew at Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Despite Amron being back.
Oh, don't get me started on him.
I know, yeah. Most people, I think, said that's enough for Amron, my fancy team. He's out.
He waited until the perfect moment. Exactly 6 games.
Yeah.
No goals. The exact amount of time in fantasy you give someone, I would say, to really turn it around. And then he scored again.
I was actually doing some deep research on him, you see.
No, right?
I was like, okay, how's the longest he's gone before?
Oh, you were going real.
Without scoring a goal. And it was 4 games. That was 2 game weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I said, I'll keep him. I'll put him on my bench.
Yeah.
Didn't score again. 5 weeks cooked. He's finished. I was going to sell him again the week coming by, but I didn't have enough transfers. Put my bench.
Fires to put out.
10 points on the bench.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's like an 11-point swing, or like a 9-point swing. Look at who I put in. Yeah, no, he's back. So everybody get him back in.
They've really fallen off since Bruno Guimaraes got injured or banned. I think he was injured. But I think he's been gone for like 4 or 5 games and they've struggled in 4 or 5 games exactly.
Yeah, no, he's excellent.
So I think once he comes back, they could bounce back. He's probably back just in time for the Carabao Cup final, which is bad for me.
Yes, of course.
They'll be like, finally, we have him. Now we can remember what we were.
Yeah, well, there's definitely a bit of that with Newcastle because I mean, like again, it's the money is there, and they're in for the long haul.
Yeah,
They're thinking what would be more important: Champions League, where we're not really ready for it,
yeah,
or a trophy their first year,
yeah.
first full year.
A trophy that would like the first trophy. What's the last time Newcastle won something?
I think it's the 19th century.
Yeah,
I think 1880 something.
They won the league, didn't it? No, they didn't. That was Blackburn.
You're thinking of Alan Shearer.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Alan Shearer. Yeah,
I looked at it before because I was briefly big
that
into
can't be right.
No, I was briefly
Their
big into
stadium is
Newcastle.
so big. They're so popular.
They love it up there. Moneyball, Will. They had fucking Mike Ashley for how many years?
That's insane.
No, I remember being big into them during the Alan Pardew years.
Yeah.
I remember looking up when the last time they won an FA Cup or something, and I think it was like 1880 something. I'm going to
That's insane.
check it now. I don't think they've won anything for a long, long time. It might be now.
No, the championship and stuff. They won that one.
Oh, well, okay, look, sorry.
Doesn't count.
Sorry.
Doesn't count.
Newcastle fans screaming right now.
Yeah.
They
What about the championship?
They won the
Rafa?
championship. They won the championship and they walked the championship.
Yeah.
Fair enough. As a top flight team, I think it was. I'm going to quickly look up.
Insane. That's true.
So I think for like the prestige of the club,
Yeah.
I think a cup would be huge for them.
Massive.
And in their minds thinking, yeah, I think next year we could probably get Champions League.
Yeah.
This isn't a one-off. Like we can get this and maybe build from here. The
Yeah.
money's there. We'll build towards it.
Like other clubs want to get top four because of the money.
Yes, exactly.
What do they give a fuck about the money? Like,
Or attracting people to the club.
yeah, they can just pay over the odds and get who they want.
Or they can say, listen, here's our 15-year point plan.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to come here or do you want to go to Chelsea?
Yeah. I don't know if you saw, by the way, Mudryk after the West Ham game
Yeah.
liked a meme on Instagram of you know the Drake meme, the Hotline Bling one, where it's like him pointing at something and laughing.
Yeah.
It was Mudryk, or it was Cucurella pointing at Mudryk and saying like, "No, I'm not going to pass it to him." And then a picture of Cucurella pointing to the entire Chelsea squad without Mudryk and giving the thumbs up.
What?
Yeah, Mudryk liked it on Instagram. So things are going well there for the new signings.
He was hacked, I'd say.
Yeah.
Okay, right. I have up the. Okay, no, I was wrong. But it was.
There's no way.
Okay, no, I was totally wrong.
You had them mixed up with someone else.
Yes.
Trying to cut all that out?
No. Listen, I'll hold my hands up. I was talking shite. Last time they won the FA Cup.
Yeah.
1954-55.
That's still a long time ago.
The last time they won the English First Division. 1926-27.
Again, very long time ago.
There's not even a single 19th century trophy listed here, so I don't know what I was talking about that.
But also, I thought Newcastle were kind of like, I don't know, like an Everton or even a Liverpool of like, oh, they were amazing at one stage and that's why they're so popular.
I think it's a big place, the Northeast. They love football, you know. That's what it is.
That's mad.
They won they actually won the English Super Cup in 09-10.
Oh, that sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah, do you remember that game?
No.
In 1909-10?
Oh, I said
yeah, 09-10.
Oh,
they won,
I see.
they won the Super Cup in 09-10.
Who was I think I was thinking of the Fulham in the Europa League.
No, honestly, that is nonsense. Nonsense. All nonsense. But listen, I've been on that road before.
Make a decision. Come on.
They're imposters.
Nothing to ask me, for my opinion, a little bit unfair.
But in between that, there was drinks.
Why are you talking rubbish?